To online classes. So in the previous videos, you have learned the complete the process, that is the primary books, how to record a journal, and how to record in a ledger. So these are the primary books we can say here. So journal is a primary book where all the transactions, that is cash and credit transactions, are recorded. So that the primary of books here. So this journal we are going to record both with the help of English system of accounting and modern system of accounting. Now, after a journal, you have learned ledger. So, journal is a primary book, is an original book where the original entries are recorded, and from journal to ledger, so we have learned the posting. So that is transferring from a journal to ledger. Now, with the help of ledger, we can find out easily the individual balance of a particular account. So journal and ledger. Now, one more concept in primary books, that is subsidiary books. Now, so this journal and subsidiary books. So journal is a primary book and even subsidiary books also is on primary books. If we compare journal and subsidiary books, so subsidiary books are maintained very easily. So subsidiary books are the special books divided into many types of books here. So in journal, all the transactions we are going to record. So in journal, we can't ascertain the individual balance of a particular account. Because of that reason only, from journal to ledger we will do posting. Now, with the help of subsidiary books also, we can record business transactions. Now, the types of subsidiary books. So first, purchase book. So all purchase transaction, whatever the business has made, that those transactions will be recorded in the purchase book. Here we won't pass any journal entries, just we will record the books here. So in purchase book, we are going to record only purchase transactions. So that is only credit transactions we are going to record. Purchase, example, purchase goods from Ram, purchase goods from Santosh on credit basis. All credit transactions are recorded in a purchase book. Next, sales book. So sales is a second subsidiary book, and here also we are going to record only the credit transaction. All credit transactions on sales will be recorded in a sales book. Next, purchase a return book. Purchase a return book. So if any returns if you have made from the business to a supplier due to any defective in the product or damage or due to wrong supplied by a supplier. So, that is purchase return. If any returns you are making, if you are returning any goods, so that returns will be recorded in a purchase return book. And the same we have sales return also. Sales return book, return from the customer. If customers returns due to damage or lack of the quality or wrong supply or any defective in the product, so customer they will return the goods to business. Those returns we are going to record in the sales return book. So, like this we have bills receivable account also and bills payable for first PUC students. So, these are the 4 books we have to learn. So, in purchase book, sales book, we are going to record only credit transaction. We are going to record only credit transaction. Now, the cash transaction like purchase goods for cash, sold goods for cash and payments, paid salaries, rent, wages and received commission, interest commission, received interest, received commission, received dividend, all receipts, that is cash receipts and payments will be recorded in a cash book. So, this is a separate chapter, cash book. So, in cash book we are going to learn how to maintain the receipts and payment. So, in cash book also we have 3 types, that is simple column cash book, double column cash book, triple column cash book and analytical petty cash book. So, totally we have 4 types in cash book: simple column cash book, double column cash book, 3 column cash book and the analytical petty cash book. That is a separate concept we are going to learn in the next chapter. Now, in subsidiary books, first we are going to learn about purchase book, how to record the transaction in purchase book. In purchase book we have to record only credit transaction. Then in sales book also we have to record only a credit transaction. If any purchase return, so that is purchase return we have to record in purchase return book. If any sales return from the customer, that returns we have to record in a sales book. Now, when compared to journal and these subsidiary books, recording journal is not easy. Why? Because we have to record as per the principles. That is personal account, real account, nominal account, we have to follow the rules here. And here while preparing subsidiary books, only the simple the methods we have to follow. What method here? In purchase book we have to record only credit transaction. In sales book we have to record only credit transaction. So, it is clear that when compared to journal, subsidiary books is very easy to prepare. Now, in the next video, I will show you how to record the transaction in purchase book, how to record the transactions in a sales book and the same purchase return and sales return. So, in all we are going to record only the credit transactions only, credit transaction. So, cash transactions will be recorded only in a cash book. So, cash transactions will be recorded only in a cash book. So, this is about the introduction part of a subsidiary book.